Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Naruto Explain here, bring you guys another Boruto 2 Blue Vortex community response. This is going to be going over you guys' predictions for chapter 20. As always, we'll be starting over on Patreon. As a reminder, because we did not get the raw scans for this month's chapter, the chapter review will be out a couple of days after the official at the earliest. The chapter review editor does need time to work on it. We didn't have any scans to work with this month, so I thank you for your patience. We will be maintaining the quality you guys have been seeing with the 2 Blue Vortex chapter reviews, so I thank you again for your patience and understanding. So let's just go ahead and get right into it, man. Let's see what you guys are saying over on the Patreon. And we're going to be starting with Aokiji, the Forsaken Storyteller. Let's see what you got going on, fam. So he says, yo, hope you're doing good. Judging by the preview, I think it's mostly going to be fighting. We get Mitsuki versus Ryu, with Ryu slowly overwhelming him, but Mitsuki still gets some hits in. Matsuri eats Konohamaru, and Sarada pulls up for support. So you guys will be seeing this like when the chapter drops tomorrow. I'm recording this the day before. So based on what I got told, I've been told contradicting stuff. So like I've been told that like Ryu just dominates Mitsuki, and then I've also been told that it's more of a balanced fight and that Mitsuki has more of a better showing. And that's kind of the hard thing, and that's why I always say, like, when it comes to spoilers, always, like, when you get the text spoilers, it's always best to take it with a grain of salt for what it is, which is an outline for the chapter, but never make any concrete conclusions about what takes place until you read it with your own eyes. Like, I know people that cover One Piece that tell me, like, hey, when you get caught up, do this with the text spoilers. I did that with Jujutsu Kaisen, so I already knew that. But I said to say this: sometimes there's agenda and narrative framing, and so I'm curious to see how that goes. But thankfully, Konohamaru does show up in a big way in this chapter, so he did not get eaten. Thank God. You know, I kind of wish he does get eaten, and yet at the same time, I'm kind of glad that he is still here. So let's see what we got going on. Let's see. Bionic Roach, I got you on that, man. I'm gonna DM you on Patreon and give you a link to the Discord server. So Bionic Roach says, yo, hope everyone is doing well and continues to do so. I'm unable to find a link to Discord. Can you help me out so I can talk to you about the Hawaii trip? Yeah, like Patreon should automatically give you a invite to the server when you sign up, because I got like the bot and everything signed up to where it should set up where it should automatically give it to you. So I'll DM you and let you get the server invite. So yeah, absolutely. So let's see. Lastly, I think we'll have more fighting for sure and see Matsuri absorb Konohamaru. And I like to believe once that happens, she'll pull up to support Ryu. And I think it may be early for this chapter, but I think Matsuri will use the Rasengan. Really? How is... Maybe we thinking Konohamaru? How would Matsuri use it? I don't... It's a prediction. All right, let's see. Team gets backed into a corner, and either Sarada uses her MS or Kawaki pulls up on the final page. Thank God it was not Kawaki that showed up. Like, I got a feeling it's going to happen at some point. I'm just glad we at least got to see Sarada use it, but I have a feeling at some point Kawaki does show up. And it's one of those things of like, I do not want it, but I understand the business aspect of it. You're not going to keep Boruto and Kawaki out the story for too long. It's just not going to happen. Like, and I know it sounds crazy because we just saw Kawaki. We've been seeing Boruto here and there, but you're going to have them kind of mix it up at some point. It's not going to happen for too prolonged of a period of time. I think you're right there. I definitely think you're right there. Let's see. Oh Snap says, what's up, Naruto Explain fam? It's been a long month. Absolutely. Stocks are dropping, but I think this chapter is going to have some stocks rising. Okay, what are you saying? So, we last saw a cliffhanger of sorts for both battles. So, it's going to focus, it's going to be focused on one battle for the next chapter, and I'd like to think the focus is more on Ryu. Okay. Maybe Araya gets stabbed with the iron sand. Ooh. And later turns out to be a puppet. That would be dope. Okay. Would be cool to see Araya pull a third Kazekage with that Iron Sand battle. That would be dope. That would be dope. I think that was like in a filler episode or something where like Orochimaru and sorcery took place. I remember I had to watch that because I was doing a lot of research on Akatsuki characters, and I want to say that was in a filler episode. I don't remember Orochimaru fighting the third Kazekage in the manga. But let's go even further here. So I reckon either Sarada or Mitsuki gets to have a full 1v1 battle like the anime did for the old tuning exam. So we did see Mitsuki fight. We haven't seen Mitsuki full Sage mode nor Sarada Mangekyou. We get both in this chapter. Since the battle is being really oversized, one that might happen. Last pages will be a cliffhanger impact to Matsuri and Konohamaru for chapter 21. So no, based on what we got for the text leaks, and again, I have not seen the raw scan, so I can't say with 100% certainty, but it does look like what we have is Sarada's Mangekyou is the cliffhanger, which I think that's a smart move. I really think that's a smart move. I think this is what, chapter 3 of the new manga volume, so it's going into like the setting up for the climax for the 4th chapter. So that's smart. Like, the more I'm thinking about it, more I like it. All right, let's see. Doubt we get to see Boruto, but if we do, it's about internal conflict once again because he's gonna sense the urgency through his Sasuke gut. I mean, yeah. I almost went to a solo level and spoiler. I don't want to do that because I know the anime is still ongoing. I was gonna compare it to something in solo 11 that's gonna happen later, but if you know, you know. I don't want to spoil. Kenobi's probably watching. It's like, man, you spoil all the time. Shouts out to my guy Kenobi, man. Let's see. Tommy Bunny Bread. Sarada and Mitsuki prove themselves best duo of their generation. Pushing that agenda, I see you. And Konohamaru gets eaten by Matsuri. God damn it, it didn't happen. Ada will likely relay information to Boruto and Koji. Sarada and Mitsuki duo cover or Konohamaru cover. So it was Konohamaru. Like, how crazy is that? This guy has to almost get eaten to get a manga cover. Ikimoto doing Konohamaru dirty. Not necessarily. He's actually had some relatively decent feats in Two Blue Vortex. Like, I'm gonna give Konohamaru some respect. I'm not gonna dog him out. Sage Kaioken. Been a patron for a minute. Let's see. Man, RIM. Rest in Matsuri. Okay. She's on her way to becoming a complete ninja. I hope she absorbs him and has some physical transformation along with a power buff. Everything else is greenlit. I'm just patiently waiting for the Himawari training. I definitely think she's coming. Like, Himawari's gotta go through a training arc because she can't just skate by solely on potential. Like, the Jura fight shows it, and her being told like, hey, like, yeah, you can't interact with Jura. That's just one of those things. Like, I definitely think she's gonna train. And I think she's going to learn that power very quickly. Kurama said it. She has a higher affinity. It's going to piss people off, but, you know, it is what it is, man. Like, the narrative established it. You know, not everybody's going to stumble and bumble the way Naruto did. It's not like Kurama's inside of her gaslighting and talking crazy to her the way that Kurama was with Naruto. He's got every reason to help her. Now, let's see. Either a Chidori or a Twin Lion Fist through the chest of Kawaki is my happy god dog. They gonna come for you for that one. If there's an ass pull to happen, I'd want it to be Orochimaru pulling up to save his kid or Momo baiting Boruto into pulling up to save his gang. I need Gaslighter Momoshiki. Man, I have been missing that, man. 20 chapters, I ain't seen my glorious King Momoshiki yet. I need this. I need this, man. Like, dog, come on. If Momoshiki is not giving Boruto a hell, we riot. I will buy tickets to go to Japan and track down Ikimoto's office and demand answers. Let's see. Jalston says, I'm joking, by the way. I just want Konohamaru to pull out his substitution jutsu. We find out it was a clone the whole time. Ain't no way they letting him go out like this. So you called it, you know, because Konohamaru apparently uses, which is an impressive feat. He uses a couple of giant Rasengan in order to smash Matsuri. So it's like he got her off guard. So it's like any damage that is done, it doesn't necessarily count because it's an off guard feat. But at the same time, 2 giant Rasengan in base being summoned, that is impressive. I told people Konohamaru got stronger. I'm not saying Konohamaru's G gun level. I'm not saying that. But I am saying he did get a lot stronger. That is a very impressive feat. Now, IK Time says, what's up, my guy? The claw marks proceeded to overpower the Sand Shinobi. The claw grimes, causing Sarada to unveil her MS. Konohamaru's almost to devour. Kawaki will be shown either on his way to the sand or shows up eventually to save the others. Brief talk between Kashin Koji with Boruto Ada. So I want to take the time to highlight this, right? Well, this was almost right. So the claw grimes did, have like the fight and everything, and Sarada was forced to use her MS, and Konohamaru was almost devoured, but Sarada almost used her, had to use her MS because of Yodo getting stabbed and stuff with Ryu. But this is what I mean when I say for a monthly manga, it's 40 pages, and like a lot of the predictions that people make, it's like y'all be given almost a whole manga volume's worth of stuff. And I ironically talked about this in the video, should be up on the channel now, about like the wait period for Sarada's Mangekyou Sharingan. A lot, as in most of Shueisha's monthly manga, are between 18 and 25 pages. You get some exceptions like Blue Exorcist, which can go from anywhere from 30 pages to, I've seen 48 pages for Blue Exorcist. Dragon Ball Super, Boruto, they're 40. I'm still reading through JoJo, but I do know that like people told me like JoJo Part 9 is on average around 45 pages per chapter. A lot of series give the same, a lot of series give less than Boruto, and then on the high end it's usually 40, but I'll be putting like 90 pages worth of content and 90 to 120 pages worth of content into predictions. So this is accurate. Claw marks proceed to overpower the Sand Shinobi, causing Sarada to unveil a MS. Konohamaru's almost devoured. Kawaki will be shown going up on his way. And a brief talk with Kashin Koji with Boruto Ada. Like, usually the safe bet for predictions is 4 major story points. That's the safe thing. Zeka, oh my god. Konohamaru lost his erection, maybe his head too. Sarada MS, I hope. Other Shinju will make their moves, and others talk between Koji and Boruto. Ask 1000 for Momoshiki. I need that. I'm telling you, if he is not like revealed as some big badass, I'm gonna be very disappointed. Let's see. Big Cam says, oh my god, this is gonna be good. Let's see. Joke, Konohamaru survives by promising to eat Matsuri's head. I fucking knew it. I'm gonna get age restricted for this one. Oh man, dog. Y'all gonna have that all day, man. I ain't eating no ass. Just saying it. All right, let's see. Prediction. Another key weakness is revealed with the Shinju, but it's an incredibly difficult to. Okay, I can see it. Difficult to exploit. That wasn't a bad prediction, but man, you fouled for that one. Let's see. Matthew Diaz says Konohamaru somehow manages to get himself out of his current situation. He'll probably fumble again. Oh. And I think Jura says in the text leaks, like, Konohamaru hesitated. Yo, you called it. Let's see. The fight against Ryu intensifies as Boruto further struggles with staying put. Sarada's MS starts being foreshadowed for hopefully the next chapter. So we did see that. So we did see it. So good prognosticator. Maybe we'll see what's happening with Kawaki. That's another reason I think he's coming, because like they're taking their sweet time. Like Kawaki's making all these deals with Amato. The only question is like, is it going to take a while for those changes to assimilate? I would like it. I don't think they will though. I don't think they will. All right, let's see. Over on YouTube, we have let's see, read more. Let's see. Joshua Magalat. Joshua. I'm not gonna say the last name because I'm gonna butcher it. Let's see. Shouts out to Six Pass Dunga for giving me this idea. Yeah, Six Pass Dunga is a good creator. I've seen some of the reactions he's done, some of my content. I haven't watched any of the videos that he's done on his own because I'm a firm believer. I try not to watch anything that anybody does. I don't even watch anime. I've talked about this before. I don't watch anime content just because of the fact I don't want to be influenced. Like, you go through my subscription feed, like it's a lot of finance, politics, Harry Potter, car stuff, a lot of podcast stuff. Star Wars. I do not watch a lot of anime content. Like, I'll check out like some reaction videos that people do, like Jamie UWU, formerly known as Super Mecha Frieza. I'll look at Hime, and I used to look at Hime. I had to quit because like she was doing some Dragon Ball reactions, and I was very fascinated with that. She's cool people, but you know, she's in the One Piece space, and I try to stay away from anything One Piece because I'm genuinely going through the series blind without spoilers. So I want to be able to give that blind review without any type of issues. Like, I know we're in Elbaf right now. That's the extent of what I know from where I'm at. But as far as anime content, I can count on one hand the number of people I've watched, and the thing they all have in common is their reaction channels. Like, once I got to like a certain size, and I just made it a point because like you don't want to be influenced. And then the other thing is honestly, between running 4 monetized YouTube channels, building up a 5th in private, that channel's halfway to the monetization requirements, 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. That channel and the finance channel, those are channels that I'm just doing myself as a challenge to see if I can do something away from anime. I'm actually getting ready to delete the finance channel and start all over again because I've learned some things that I want to try, and that one actually earns pretty good revenue. I know it sounds crazy, but like YouTube's a game to an extent, and different niches have different rules. But I have that, and then I also wasn't having 2 businesses away from YouTube. The last thing I want to do is, you know, check out anime content. Like, I'll watch World stuff because that's the homie right there, and he's really good at manga recommendations, and he does like the sales video stuff, and I've always been fascinated with stuff like that. But I'll watch like World and ABD are my homeboys, man. You know, those are my brothers. So, you know, every now and then I'll play one of their videos in the background on my phone. I'm not necessarily listening to it because, again, I don't want to be influenced, and we talk about similar things at times. But that's why I find it funny when people say, oh, you stole this video idea from Reddit, or this creator did this. Like, that's goofball 3rd grade comprehension right there if you do that. And I think some of it comes from people not really understanding when you're in a niche, topics and etc. overlap. But I purposely do not look at other anime content, and I damn sure don't use Reddit. Like, I wouldn't even be using Twitter if I wasn't told to be more active on social media. I barely post on TikTok and Instagram for that same reason. So, rambling over, let's get back to the prediction. I just, you know, Six Paths does reaction stuff and just made me think about his channel, which also give him a subscribe to, because he does do theory and discussion content. Like I said, I don't watch it, but that's because of my own rule. But based off of what you're saying, I actually agree with you. So basically what he's getting at is that Sarada will use her MS, and Delta and Kawaki, they will end up showing up, and like Sarada's contemplating using it. And when Kawaki shows off his brand new power, it's going to show the distance between them. And I like this because from a narrative perspective, so now that we have Sarada using the Mangekyou Sharingan, it's a great opportunity to allow her to kind of see what she can do, show it off. And then when somebody like Kawaki shows up, someone who she has immediate beef with, shows up and shows a new level of power, it's kind of like what you saw with Naruto and Sasuke, where Naruto pop up, then Sasuke pop up with even stronger. Kawaki having that same effect on Sarada, and Boruto having that effect on Kawaki. It's good writing. That's how you do it. You got really good instincts. I like that. If you got that from Six Pass Dunga, that's really good instincts on his part. I think that's how you do that. Like that's the classic one-upsmanship. So I do like that. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Just see, I can say this name. Just underscore Jess 4790. I know somebody's like, man, this American content creator, learn to pronounce, enunciate. All right, let's see. Let me just start by saying that I have been enjoying your content since 2019. Man, I appreciate you, man. Like, that's a year after I started this channel too. I appreciate you. Keep up the amazing work, and I'm looking forward to what you have in store coming next month. Yeah, like I'm gonna take my partner manager's advice. So over on the community tab, if you go under the community tab where I post like the Q&As like this and polls and etc., there's an option for me to place a video there. I'm gonna upload some of the sneak peeks I have that are basically the stuff that is on the paywall on Patreon, because like the videos you guys will be seeing next month, like 90% of the ones that you see from April 1st to the 14th are videos that my patrons have had for, in some cases, up to a year. I've been building towards this for a long time. But like there'll be like a 30-second snippet, and it's formatted like it's a short, so you're not gonna be able to see it. So like some stuff's gonna be cut off. But I really love the editing that's coming next month. I really do. Especially the modder video. I gotta check with the editor on that. That won't be Patreon exclusive for a long time. Because the editor's been working on it. I really want that to be the first video you guys see. Let's see. As Matsuri is slowly devouring Konohamaru, his vision blurs, the weight of impending defeat pressing down on him. Through a haze, a memory surfaces, perhaps a memory of the third Hokage lecturing him about the will of fire. Ooh! Gathering what little strength remains. I like how you say what little strength remains. Konohamaru forms a shaky hand seal and grits his teeth, summoning jutsu. He shouts, did you read that fan chapter that came out? Somebody did like a fan chapter of Konohamaru doing this. This sounds like that. For a moment, nothing happens. Matsuri sneers, continuing to devour him, as if to mock the futile attempt. But then a thunderous roar tears through the battlefield. A flash of light and smoke erupts, dispersing the darkness. When it clears, standing tall, imposing as a younger, vibrant monkey with a striking golden fur and fiery red eyes, a spitting image of Enma. Though smaller in stature, the summoning announces himself. Konohamaru's lips curl into a faint grin. Glad you could make it. Let's finish this. The summoning shifts into a doll form. It's a gold flame radiating a glowing protective ore. Okay. As Konohamaru grips the state. Okay. Amplifying his strength with the surge of renewed vigor. He breaks free of Matsuri's hold, spinning. Okay, I see you. You put your own twist onto it. Okay. Their battle turns rapidly, with the monkey summoning providing both offense and defense. Matsuri, caught off guard by the unpredictability of this new duo, begins to falter under their combined assault. Konohamaru's strikes become fluid and unrelenting, each one carrying the weight of his Okay. I don't know y'all can hear that on the microphone. I'm clapping for that one. I like that. At first I was like, man, you doing the same thing the fan chapter did. I like that. That ain't what happened, but I like that. You get a heart for that one. Let's see. Seawood. Seawood. Yeah, and I paused too. I was like, Seawood. Okay, 216. Konohamaru finally get it, Seawood, because you see dirty jokes make me laugh. I'm sorry. Konohamaru finally shows us he can fight and isn't a complete disgrace to the Sarutobi clan. Well, he ain't a disgrace. You know, he did that double giant Rasengan, but you called it. Let's see. Has Light 4426 says Konohamaru will actually stand his ground and Yodo or Araya actually maybe the ones who died. So Yodo's in bad shape. I'm gonna pin this because you called it. I'm gonna pin this. You called it. Let's see. Joshua Taylor N5J says, I think Mitsuki is just gonna box Ryu the entire chapter, and we'll eventually see some flashbacks of something in Mitsuki's childhood. So yeah, Ikimo don't really do flashbacks, but like he has an extended sequence in terms of battle from based on what we can see off of the text leaks, if I'm not mistaken. So okay. Let's see. Sam Kelmom Dunge 9443 says, hey Naruto explain. Bob, yes, because you knew I was gonna butcher that. Yo, if you knew, if I can't say the name, I just say Bob. And if it's a woman's name, if I think it's a woman's name, because I can't pronounce for shit, then you'll be Carissa. That'd be your name. So anyways, my prediction for chapter 20 is that Sarada and Mitsuki are more likely to find a weakness to Ryu's Iron Sand and push back a bit. However, I suspect that Araya might get turned into a tree since he subconsciously looks similar to a claw grime. Most likely chapter ends with either because okay, I see what you meant by that. Okay, I had to think for a second. Most likely the chapter ends either Konohamaru reveals he was baiting Matsuri and kills her, or we see Matsuri's new form. So yeah, Konohamaru, he thought back to what Shikamaru was saying, like deceive them, then betray. And you know, he did hesitate though, but that's gonna be interesting what happens with the next chapter. Let's see. Shinobi Otsuki E2H says, at this rate, predicting chapter 20 is pointless. You think this is going to happen when you finally read the chapter, another thing happens. It's frustrating for me. So that's the point. So this is the thing I'd say. Part of the joy of following an ongoing series is that you get to have these discussions, and it's not necessarily about being right. Sometimes it's about just discussing stuff like I just discussed. Was Amato, should he be considered to be the best manipulator out of all the manipulators in Naruto, and just use information from the different chapters of that? Or the video I just uploaded today, was Sarada's Mangekyou too late to be revealed? You know, it's about the discussion. It's not necessarily about being right, you know, but at the same time, what you're complaining about when you finally read the chapter, another thing happens and it's frustrating. That's what in writing we call a subversion of expectations for readers. Like, I don't know if you read Chainsaw Man, but that is a series that is notorious for it. Fujimoto will purposely subvert the expectations of readers. And he's very in tune with this audience, in particular his Western audience. And so I have a feeling, just based off of some of the stuff that has been done and how he's aware what the Western fans are thinking, when Chainsaw Man's, you know, completely wrapped up, we might be in the final arc based on what's happening in the manga, no spoilers. But when we get a data book, I wouldn't be surprised if, like, you know, one of the things that, you know, he says is like, yeah, you know, I saw fans predict this, so I just went and did the opposite. There have been mangaka that have done that. So I wouldn't be shocked. But I said to say this, like, a good writer knows how to subvert expectations. That's how you keep people reading. Because the moment that you think you know everything that's going to happen, the reader has no point of continuing to watch or read. Let's see. Nick Purcell, VR7GB says, I think Kawaki shows up to help Sarada and company, make her dislike Kawaki. Well, yeah, I would do it. Negative Riz got Konohamaru. Yo, how bad is it? I know you're talking about Konohamaru when I saw that. Should just get packed up into a tree. Can't have the divine tree people not have any. I agree with that though. And finish the chapter off. Boruto starts tweaking out on Koji about Konohamaru and starts to distrust them. Sorry if this is terrible. I've never done this before, but love your content. Thought I'd give it a whirl. Much love, Naruto explained. So yes, like, you actually, the way that you did it, you did a good job in terms of predicting the right amount of stuff that would happen. It wasn't too long and it wasn't too many moving parts taking place. Now, as far as like the prediction, like we know now that, you know, this didn't happen. But when you left the prediction, that's part of the fun of doing this, to see how close you guys got to predicting what exactly happens in the chapter. You know, it's kind of like betting on a Super Bowl, and then you watch the game unfold. Like, this is what I love about doing these community responses with you guys, because like there have been times where you guys have absolutely nailed the chapter. So yeah, don't beat yourself up, man. Let's see, Mahare. Where did I get Mahare? Because there's no A at the end. Your name is Bob. Okay, Bob says, I think Konohamaru is going to pull a reverse Uno on everyone and show that he's a really good shinobi. Besides how things were. Yep. You said it. Let's see. Technical 1. See, I can do that one. Technically technical 1 says chapter 100 should be a banger type. Okay, and because he's calling it chapter 100 because this is the 100th chapter of the Boruto franchise, and this is technically not counting the one shots. This is technically, it's the Naruto 700. Boruto is 100 chapters now, 800. So this would be 810 when you count Naruto Gaiden. So this is 810 chapters of the Naruto franchise. Like, wow. Let's see. Robert LaFrance 9974 says either Konohamaru stands his ground or he dies, or maybe a curveball or someone else dies. And maybe Sarada will reawaken her MS and help Sarada, or he will just help Mitsuki, or he would carry. So she does use her Mangekyou. Again, like, she didn't reawaken it. Like, she's just choosing to use it. But yeah, Konohamaru did stand his ground. Good job. Good job. Good job. Let's see. Sandra Grubber 30. How did I almost mess up Sandra? Man. All right, let's see. The stress of watching or having Konohamaru be eating will bring Momoshiki back as a vision of him. We need Momoshiki. We're going to keep pushing this damn agenda. We need Momoshiki. Momoshiki greatness. Let's see. Eminent Successful says, Amato yaps about the Otsuki. Meanwhile, Matsuri is taking her time devouring Konohamaru. The fact that we're calling Amato a professional yapper, like, he better be the most like well-versed villain ever. I do not buy he is a good guy. Let's see. Kanen Soul Music says new Naruto tribute song. Relive the epic moments. I'm gonna give you the promo, dog. Relive the epic moments and nostalgia of the past with this heartfelt track, Music Jutsu. Watch the full song now and let the memories flow. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more awesome content. So I'm gonna use this one as a teaching moment. So most content creators, if you pull that on their account, they just delete the they delete the comment and they block you. So I'm not gonna do that, because like I remember like the whole sub for sub era, and you know, people still try that. Like that's not necessarily what you want, because when you do things of that nature, you run the risk of those people go over and they don't really watch your content. That's why, like, even though like I'm cool with channels bigger than me behind the scenes, I don't ever ask, hey, can you share a video and etc., because I know that their audience isn't necessarily my audience. Even though like, hey, this is Naruto, like I wish you the best of luck, man, but I would not recommend doing that. And also, if you're commenting that on multiple Naruto videos like that, YouTube will eventually pick up on that and end up giving you community strikes. So just be careful. I wish you the best of luck with your YouTube journey. And I'm gonna check out the song, man, because you know I'm always looking to hear new Naruto stuff. So let's see. Sandra Grubber, you got another one. All right, let's see. Yodo will blast out her Sonic Wave Jutsu, impress Araya, and give Mitsuki and Sarada enough time to demobilize Ryu, only for Matsuri to arrive. Okay. So you're predicting that Konohamaru got 8. I think everyone was under the assumption that was going to happen. And we're just going to leave off with this. Now we'll do 2 more. We'll do 2 more after this one. Jason Odie says, Chapter begins with Mitsuki attacking Ryu. Ryu weaves all of Mitsuki's attacks, gives him back shots, and puts him down for a while. Hey, man, you know, 5 pump gang. We've all been there at some point. You know, it is what it is. You know, I always say, this is gonna sound foul, right? I actually did this one time, and it never happened after this, right? And what I mean by it never happened after this is that I know for a fact that she told some people that I know, because I ended up messing around with somebody. It's so fucked up. Because I didn't fuck around with somebody that was in our friend group. But yo, don't make fun of my laugh. I know you're gonna make fun of my laugh, man. Don't do it. So basically, you know, I'm not proud of it. You know, it didn't last as long as it should. And I was like, woo, that was good for me. Was it good for you? Did not go well. And I guess she was expecting me to, you know, do some extra stuff like use the fingers and everything. It was tight. To my defense, it was tight. It was very tight. I guess she was expecting me to use the fingers or do some foreplay and everything to try, you know, help get her off and everything. And I was just like, yo, I literally told her, God gave you 10 fingers. God gave you 10 fingers. And if that wasn't good enough, man gave you a dildo. I got up out of there. Woo! And I'm not editing that out either. I should not be saying this, man. Like, and you wonder why I don't stream. I got stories like these for days. Oh man, yeah. Woo! Take a moment. Take a moment. This is definitely getting age restricted. All right. Whoa. Okay. Oh man, yo. Whoa. Okay. Pause. Time out. Let's see. Sarada realizes she has to step up and goes all out analyzing the mechanism behind Ryu's attacks and working out a strategy. Mitsuki recovers using stage art, snake lightning, and deactivates some of Ryu's iron sand. Sarada realizes and lets him know. Okay. So kind of like what you saw with the Boruto fight. I'm liking this so far. She draws on more power from a Mangekyou and uses Kirin to immobilize Ryu. It would be dope if she did know Kirin. That would be dope. That would be dope. I like that. I might do a video on that. I like that. Mitsuki delivers the final blow with purple lightning and Thorn Soul is recovered. I think that now she's using Mangekyou in the chapter we know for sure. That might happen. Kawaki gets his limiters removed and moves up Konohamaru to take down Matsuri. So, yo, chapter ends off with Ada delivering the good news to Kashin Koji and Boruto. That's a lot for a chapter. Just a little bit more than what you would expect. But I think, again, I think Kawaki getting the limiters removed, it's going to be next chapter. I think that because it's the last chapter of the manga volume. Disky441 football says, F the Philadelphia Eagles for signing my boy Aziz off the Giants, man. And F Aaron Rodgers for taking so long, because if he wasn't taking so long, we could have signed Russell Wilson. We could have kept Aziz. God, dog, the Eagles got another pass rusher. And then they got somebody from the Giants. I hate the Eagles, man. Small ran over. Just like that literally just came across my phone in the background. I think Konohamaru gets saved by summoning Animal. Enra's grandchild manages to escape Matsuri's vice grip. How ironic that you say vice grip and I just said it right before that it was tight. Then fights her, but she defeats him. And in the last moment, Kawaki comes to save Konohamaru as the last panel showing Matsuri fighting Kawaki and Delta. That wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. But how bad is it that we just basically automatically assume that Konohamaru is a damsel in distress? All right. Let's see. Chris Williams, 4103, and this will be the last one. Sarada will have the most broken MS. It was broken. Kawaki gets his limiters moved, but Amato will escape and turn on Konoha for his move. Why would he do that without his daughter? Interesting. Mitsuki will get his rematch against Shinki and continue to aid Boruto. So Boruto comes to the battlefield. Okay. Konohamaru will battle Moegi and win, but with a drawback. Orochimaru will finally be mentioned, and Naruto and Hinata still be in the vault. So yeah, Naruto and Hinata still, sealed away. Kawaki goes in and tells Naruto, these are my hugs. You don't give any hugs to Hinata. These are my hugs. So yeah. But that's me for this chapter prediction. I will say this, man, again, like the chapter review will be out in a couple of days. Chapter review editor needs some time to edit. We did not get the raw scans in time to be able to do anything. So as always, I thank you guys for your patience and your support. And most important, I thank you guys for taking a piece of your time out of your day to day to just, spend some time with us over here on the channel. So thank you as always.